Hello, soul family. Okay. I First of all, I'm just gonna start this off with this is not gonna be a long message. I'm just gonna start this off with saying I have been getting I get a lot of downloads, okay? Especially when I'm in my meditative state, I'm in my zen, whatever. I get a lot of downloads and I think I overthought it too much to I wasn't delivering the messages like you know I don't need to do I need to be no, I just need to give it when the message is delivered, when I pray upon it, and that's what my spirit is moving me to do. So this message that I got, you guys, was that to describe our soul tribe, our family, we are taking the page right out of the Japanese culture. We probably have lived a lifetime as Japanese because as Palladians, we've got to learn a lot of different cultures for our mission, right? So, long story short, we taking one right out of the Japanese playbook, and that's us having a sense of pride within our own self. Okay, us having pride within ourselves, our culture, where we come from, being proud of that. Okay, we're not being boastful. We're not saying, it's not no soccer team where anybody can join. It's a family. Okay, 143. We love everyone. We love people that we give to who gives to us, equal give and take, and even to those who don't, if we're called to do that work. But we are very prideful, and to where it almost comes off as boastful to others. Okay, where the Japanese come into play is I like to watch a lot of the traveling videos where people go to different places. Um and every time I hear someone say something about Japan, we know it's like one of the safest places to be on earth. But what the complaint I always hear is, okay, if you're not Japanese, you gonna feel some type of way because they have a lot of pride in being Japanese. You know, I never heard that they nasty to you because you're not Japanese. I just heard that it's not an all exclusive party. Like we made to believe, like in race. As far as being an African American, a black skin from the western part of the world, we'll just say that, and having African roots and being rooted where I'm at, we always are made to feel like we got to include everybody in anything that we start, and no one else we can't have a sense of pride within our own community. We have to always allow someone in, you know what I'm saying, in order so that, they don't feel, we don't, to let them know, hey, we don't have anything against you, you know, but we just doing this for ourselves, always having to explain. Japanese people aren't over there explaining to people why they have a pride within themselves. It's not that they are boastful or they are making one intentionally trying to ostracize you. That's one of the friendliest places on earth, obviously, because their pride within themselves, do not mistake it for prejudice, because it's not with hate, obviously, by their crime rate being so low. Okay, and then so it definitely ain't fueled on hate. It's just we love ourselves so much to the point where it makes others feel ostracized, because not only do we have respect for other people, but people are going to feel a love and a vibration that they haven't been able to feel, especially Westerners, for themselves. Whether us as black skinned westernized African people, African rooted people, or American native people, um wherever you want to put yourself, okay, you Anytime you want to have pride or start something exclusively for you so that you can have pride and build off of something. And that's the reason why it's everything that I'll use myself as an example. I feel like my people over here in the Western world, we lose because we always are trying to accommodate for others' feelings when no one else is trying to accommodate for yours. It's nothing wrong with you having pride or trying to do something so that the people that you're going to reproduce through will continue to go and generate and populate, and instead of passing on uh wounds and all kinds of traumas, you passing on healing. You see what I'm saying? That's the turning talk. It's nothing wrong with that. And when people try to make you feel like it is, it's not because of you, it's because of them. Because you loving yourself so greatly and having so much pride within yourself triggers something within them that makes them feel like, oh, you're ostracizing us. Why can't it be all people? Why can't it be? No, because it ain't. I'm not talking about all people. I'm speaking for a collective that I am on the same frequency with. We done had the same sort of traumas that we've had to face. Okay, we are similar. Okay, and this is whether you're dealing with race or you're dealing with any other kind of group. And the Japanese really taught me a lesson. I'm sure they didn't know they were going to be an example for the world, that you can have pride within yourself to the point where in your people, and you put your people and yourself and your people above all things, to where when people come visit you, they don't say that that's a bad place to that people, you got to worry because they prejudice, against you. But even though they make it sound like that, but they don't never say that they, were discriminated against based on them not being Japanese. It's always they felt some type of way because they are not Japanese. Because Japanese have a lot of, if you ain't Japanese, you know what I'm saying, you might as well be, because they have a lot of pride within themselves. But it's not fueled with hate. And the evidence to prove the difference, thank God Almighty, He does everything for a reason, is that they have the least crime in the whole entire world. And that's where we got to start, ladies and gentlemen. And with this collective that I'm vibrating with, we are Palladians, okay? And that's just what it is. It's not all exclusive. We are willing to share certain things that we're with others, but we put ourselves first. And if you're not used to loving yourself and healing and want to leave some healing behind for your loved ones, your children and your grandchildren and your legacy, and you want to still continue to pass on that trauma, then you will take the side of, why can't it be all of us? Why does it have to always be about color? It ain't always about color. It's about healing from something that started with being all about color. Let's stop that reverse psychology shit. Okay? Because that's why we never get to the root of the issue with red. Okay? Never get to the root of it. Why, if you say it's Black Lives Matter, prime example, even though that organization is, if you say it's why is not all lives matter? Because if it was all lives matter, before I started talking about this to uplift my people out of depression, then y'all would have been had all lives matter. I would have been taking that from y'all. So that's why it ain't. Or whoever it is that feel that way. So this is the Palladians, damn it. And it ain't all inclusive, but we love everybody that's vibrating on a love frequency. But because we got pride in being this star system and this star seed, don't mean that outside of us, we cannot coexist in harmony. I know if I want to come visit you, what your rules are. And we just letting you know, if you ain't healed You might want to stay at home when you come around us, because we're going to make you feel some type of way because of our level of healing. Because you got all the business, all the money. Most of us out here ain't got shit. But the energy, as far as what you think is something. But all our needs are met. And we don't live in a cardboard box. We actually live well, you know what I'm saying? Well, we have a pride within ourselves, and whatever, if it takes money for you to have pride, then that's why you ain't here this life cycle to teach nothing, because you feel like something that someone made to keep you under control and keep building their future and destroying yours, and add more trauma to the DNA lineage instead of setting the ancestors free to help you along your journey. Because each level you take, you set some of these ancestors free. And the more freedom they have, the more freedom they have in this realm to assist you until you get to where so that y'all can all go back up, so they don't have to stay down here unless they choose to come down here and teach and be a guide or whatever, or enjoy some of the luxuries that we created, okay? Us creators. That's why this lifetime is a thin line between spirituality and schizophrenic, okay? And pride, being prideful and loving, and being egotistical and a narcissist, and color of skins, because the Palladians, we've lived many lifetimes as different races in order to acquire different knowledge, okay, from different cultures, okay, and whether it's been appropriated or not, we know it all, okay, and we can relate, so that we can relate to more than just the color that we came back in, because and we can relate, most of us, all of us, not no most, relate to all races. And we have some type of experience and some type of gift that the Most High God given us in order to be able to relate with you. So it just is what it is, baby. So yes, the Palladian star system, star seeds, we are all rainbow children, because when you talking about bloodline, we talking about we incarnated in all different types of different races, because we come to destroy bloodlines, restore bloodlines, transfer wealth, bring down judgments, and we got to be close. We can't all come in the same form, or everybody would know who we were, right? So that's just something for y'all, you guys. Y'all know what we go through, and that's just me checking in. I'm gonna start checking in more when the downloads come. All right, peace.